Greetings, 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 everyone. Dr. Akina Finch is here. We are live. We are live. We are live. Yes, invite people and all of that good stuff, right? Yes, we are live. We are live. And we're just going to share some things out while we're waiting on our guest today to come on in the room. We are so excited to have him today. And so we Hello, Brittany. How are you? Hello, Mika Nicole. How are you? We are coming on in the room. That is right. Come on in the room. Yes, we are super excited to have. There he is. All right. Hello, 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 hello. Well, hello. How are you?
How you doing, Dr. Finch?
I am great, sir. How about yourself?
Great, living the dream.
Living the dream, and we're getting ready to talk about that. But first, I want to thank you so much for being one of our Biz Talk speakers at the Social Power Summit in September. You will be speaking on September 14th, and I know they're waiting on you to talk about monetizing on social media. So, without further ado, tell the people about Mr. Uchendi Nwani.
Well, I was a barber by trade, and make a long story short, my senior year in college, I took a detour and I had to take a vacation for doing some wrong things. Went to federal prison, got out. That was in 1995. Went back to college and finished and got my business degree. But while I was at the federal halfway house, I had to get a job, and because of my felony record, no one would hire me. And my friends got in trouble, and they charged me with conspiracy. So that's how I got in trouble. But to make a long story short, I went looking for a job. Nobody would hire me, but I did have a trade in barbering. I had a barber license, so I cut hair in prison for 3 cents an hour. At the other prison, I cut for sodas and snacks. And when I got at the federal halfway house, I just cut everybody's hair, arched everybody's eyebrows, did everybody's manicures and pedicures for basically whatever they would give me. My price was $3, but some people didn't have anything, and I would do it for them because I knew if people looked better, they would feel better. And I went to all the fast foods everywhere looking for jobs. Nobody would hire me. So they were getting ready to send me back because I couldn't find a job. So it's like I'm stuck between a rock and a hard place because I had restitution fees, and I'm thinking, wow, what am I going to do? So I had enrolled back in college, and I used to pass this beauty salon every day, and I would look over there. But in my mind, I was thinking, well, they're not going to hire me. And so I went in there because it was about a week left before they was going to send me back. And it was an old black lady, Miss Hattie Burns. And I told her my story. And I told her, I was in church. My dad was a minister. Mom was a school teacher. I just made a mistake. And I didn't do that stuff anymore. So she looked at me and she said, boy, you know what? I'm going to give you a job because of your manners. I said, yes, ma'am. No, ma'am. My pants was pulled up, all of that. And so started working there. But I didn't want to be just a barber. And so I opened a barber school after college. When I finished, I opened a beaver place, then the barber school. But then let's fast forward to what we're talking about. In 2013, my sales had gone down because I would travel to all the hair shows selling CD-ROMs, my books. And 1998, I had a VHS tape. I went to Circuit City and I bought one of the big old fat camcorders. I still got that thing in the garage. And it was about $500. And so I recorded myself cutting hair because stylists, they didn't know how to fade. When they put that line in, it was hard for them to get it out. So my ex-girlfriend was a hairstylist, and she said, Chin, if you could teach people how to fade without putting that line in, there would be something good. So I said, oh, I can do that. So that first tape I made, the lighting was all messed up, but I got 500 tapes printed. This man charged me $300. And I took them to Bonner Brothers and rented a booth. This was in 1998. I was the only barber there. I sold all 500 tapes for $20. That was $10,000. So that was my first whiff of legal, flipping something. And then after that, people started asking how to open a barber school. So I went to the dollar store and I bought a CD-ROM and I downloaded all the information on how to open a barber school on that CD-ROM. And I started selling that CD-ROM for $500. My friend, Miss Velma, my mentor, she had given me all the information. So I go to the hair shows and I sell this CD-ROM. I had it shrink wrap, I got it copied and stuff with the graphics. But then I switched from, remember, the VHS, then Clipper Cut, and I went to the DVD because of disruption. And that's what's wrong with society. When disruption comes, a lot of people sit there and wait or don't believe it or whatever, and they get left behind. So then I moved to the USB drive. But in 2013, I rent a booth, travel, pay for a flight, hotel, and everything. And I would be in the red operating with my book sales and their product sales. So that's when in 2013, I went digital. I joined Mixergy with Andrew Warner, where this guy would just sit in a room and he'd interview these tech guys that went from zero to $1 million, 0 to 500,000, 0 to 100 million. And they would share their stories in this digital world on how they did it. And they would tell their tools, they wouldn't even leave stuff out. They'd just be telling you. And so I would watch them day in and day out. And so I said, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get into that where I can have my book downloaded and sell this digital course on how to open a barber school, because I was already selling it, but it wasn't digital. And so I joined Kajabi, and my friend Susan Bennett, she had a master's degree in computer science and all that. She was real smart like you, Dr. Finch. I mean, a brain. And I was not smart with computers. I was not computer savvy. So she taught me a lot. She would break stuff down. And then Andrew Warner, the people on there would break stuff down some. But when a person is smart, like computer savvy or whatever, sometimes they don't break stuff all the way down. Like, go to the door. Okay, well, if you've never been to a door, you're not going to know to grab the door handle and open it. So that's how I was taught. And I put that on the digital platform, How to Open a Profitable Barber Styling School. And then I noticed that Andrew Warner interviewed tech guys. That's all. And he charged $40 a month, and you could listen to all of them. So I was thinking, I was using Zoom, and that was like a free tool. So I said, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to start interviewing the top barbers and stylists. And I'm going to start my own membership. So I interviewed Razor Chick, Kim Kimball, Tyreek Jack, just a lot of gurus. And I started charging barbers and stylists to join that. So that's how my digital world came about. And then I was already following Dan Kennedy. A lot of people don't know about Dan Kennedy, but Dan Kennedy is like the godfather of copywriting, meaning the way that you say stuff. I mean, you can just write a letter, type an email, and it can make you money. You can do Facebook ads, Instagram ads, but if your copywriting, meaning your headline, your tagline, if their wording is not captivating, you're not going to make any sales. It's almost like one of my weight loss companies on Instagram. I did a study. I asked, women, what problems are you having and everything. They said, I want to lose weight naturally without crashing. I want to lose weight at record paces. I want something natural, and I want something that's going to boost my metabolism and give me energy. And so that would be your copy. So I named the company Natural Body Now because the women kept saying they wanted something natural. And so in the copy, it had, are you frustrated with losing weight? Then I would ask questions. Would you like to lose weight at record paces without crashing? Because they kept saying that. So you got to speak to people's pain and their problem. So when you're speaking to their pain and problem, it grabs their attention. So I learned how to do the copyright with Dan Kennedy. So with my emails and everything, that's how I would do stuff. But I stayed primarily in the barber space, although I moved to other spaces. So that's how my digital world came about. And I, just started doing ConvertKit, ClickFunnels, lead pages, And barbers and stylists, they're probably the most computer computer illiterate people in the world. They're visual, but when it comes to a computer, they're scared. It's almost like a computer tech guy. If you notice, a lot of them, their hair is always probably messed up because they probably don't get haircuts. But I started doing stuff for barbers and stylists, little simple things for me, but it was difficult for them. So then I learned Instagram because Instagram has changed barbers and stylists' lives. I mean, it's made a lot of them rich. And when I learned how to monetize Instagram and build Shopify websites, I met a guy, Jeremy. He was a part of Mixergy, and Mixergy had a meetup, and where only 7 people could come. And we met at the Gulch. It was me. Jeremy was the only other Afro-American guy, and the rest were Caucasian guys. And so we stayed there all night. And these guys, some of them were making $2 million a month, 600,000 a month. I mean, just crazy numbers. And I learned a lot from them. But me and Jeremy connected, and he worked for Dr. X, Dr. AXE, which is a guy like Dr. Oz on Oprah, the weight loss guy. Well, Dr. X, he lives in Franklin. He did about probably $50 million last year online from a website. Well, Jeremy does all his Facebook ads. So Dr. X gives him about $100,000 a month to buy Facebook ads, to write the copy, do all that type of stuff. And he taught me a lot too. So then I learned Facebook ads, because a lot of people will boost posts, or they'll tell you that Facebook ads don't work because they're talking from their paradigm, meaning they tried Facebook ads, but they didn't know what they were doing. That's why it did not work. And that's a big mistake and problem that entrepreneurs make, especially barbers and stylists, because they're do-it-yourselfers. A lot of them think that they can do everything themselves, but it's like if you have a toothache or you get your tooth knocked out, you don't go fix it yourself, or you don't take some white pliers and pull it out yourself. But yet when it comes to this digital marketing, building funnels, building websites, doing all this tech stuff, I don't know why it is that people don't seek expert advice. I mean, if your car cuts off, you call a mechanic. If you break a leg, you go to the doctor. If your business is messed up, meaning you're not attracting customers, you're not converting sales, why are you going to continue to try to fix that yourself? Why won't you just contact someone? And what I learned about the gurus, the big companies, they go as far as even colors, like Amazon, Jeff Bezos, they did studies on what colors attract people to make people click. He just didn't say, I want the button on Amazon black and gold. He didn't just say that. If it was red and white, then that means stop, whoa, or whatever. Like Mark Zuckerberg, he just didn't say, I'm going to have Facebook blue. No, he knows that blue represents integrity, honesty, God, heaven. When we go to church, we don't see no red ceilings or whatever, because that represents like the devil or hell or bad or whatever. So that's another thing that you got to learn is colors. And then doing videos on social media. I've had a couple of videos to go viral, only because if you do something that's funny, they will share it. Even if you do something that's out of the box, something that's crazy. I mean, I had a Superfly unit probably 2 weeks ago where the movie Superfly came out. I cut the top of my head out like George Jefferson. I'm already was going bald. And then I permed the sides of my hair real slick. And then the lady put a Superfly unit on top of my head. Now, I did that to promote my Man Weave unit class, the non-surgical hair replacement. Then I got in my swimming pool in the backyard. Now, if a woman has a relaxer in her hair, the last thing that a woman is going to do, or a man, whoever wears a relaxer, is go swimming and get under the water. So I literally stayed in that pool for an hour and kept everybody on edge. Nobody left. They were waiting on me to duck my head under that water. And I finally did that. Now, what did that do? That was promoting the band weave unit. That was promoting the adhesive glue that I sell. So you have to, and there was free promotion. I mean, I didn't have to pay for TV or radio, which was back in the day, that was thousands of dollars. Now you can get free advertisement if you do something different. You know, the Purple Cow. I don't know if y'all have ever heard of that book, The Purple Cow. You have to be different. You gotta look different. I got these glasses on. I got this hat on. You know, when I go on Man Weave Unit with men's hair replacement, I go George Jefferson on them like this. And I start talking about the Man Weave Unit. People start laughing, like you laughing at me right now, my head and stuff. But it's going to grab their attention, and I'll put in that pen. I'll pin it. Click the link for discount for the Man Weave Unit online course, or DM me. Now, when I go live, that course is $997. Every time I go live, them people start looking, they laughing, pointing, doing whatever. But afterwards, I probably have about 10 or 20 DMs of barbers and stylists wanting that discount code. Now, I got it priced at $997 just so I can send them that discount code with $500 off. That's all I really want to sell the course for is $497. But I put it at $997 because in their mind, they're getting a discount. People, we always feel good when we get a discount. We go to Kroger. All y'all pull that Kroger card out and you scan it and you feel good. You won't even go to the other grocery store or get your gas somewhere else because you're going to use that discount. So that's mainly how that did. Now, not only was I able to promote myself, but I was able to promote Miracle Barber MD. Now barbers everywhere are buying her units. You can get units from China, everywhere, but why would they buy her units? Her units last long. You can go swimming in the units. So not only could I promote myself, but promote her. She's doing a class now down here on July 29th. So on this online digital stuff, you have to be different, do things different. You know, people may laugh at you or whatever, but if you're like everybody else, you're not going to stand out. So you have to become a person of interest. And in this digital world, you need a name. You need a superhero name, meaning my name is Uchendi over DK Nwani. That's my God-given name. My dad's Nigerian. Now, who's going to remember that? When I first got on Instagram, do you know what my Instagram name was? My Instagram name was Uchendi Nwani. They can't spell it. They can't find it. They're going to think I'm a terrorist, a bomber, some Islamic thing or whatever. So how am I going to get business? When I took that Instagram course, and I've taken many of Instagram courses, because you got to be willing to pull out your credit card and pay people to learn stuff. The more you learn, the more you're going to earn. So I immediately changed my name. I changed my name because your social media name, it needs to be a name that if you're on Steve Harvey, Oprah Winfrey, Ellen DeGeneres or somewhere, you should be able to say your name one time and one time only, and people should be able to remember it. So if I was on there and my name Uchendi Nwani, that's how you can find me on social media. And I have a book, and you're on Oprah. And you know, if you go on Oprah or one of them shows and you got a book or whatever, you could become a millionaire instantly, overnight. I mean, they would buy that book. I mean, a book is $3 a copy. You sell it for $25 and you make $22 off of it. You sell 50,000 copies or whatever, you're literally probably $1 million. So it's very important for people to be able to find you. And a big mistake that we make, a lot of y'all out there make, you got names on social media and people cannot spell it. They can't remember it. Like, my mama doesn't know who Sean Carter is, but she knows who Jay-Z is. Okay, she don't know who David Banner is, but she know who the Incredible Hulk is. Linda Carter, Wonder Woman, Clark Kent, Superman, Peter Parker, Spider-Man. What is your superhero name? My superhero name, Millionaire Barber. Anybody can remember that. Millionaire Barber. I can say it one time. My other brand, Man Weave Unit. And you got to have that logo or that brand and stick to it. Think about it. Target is easy. McDonald's, easy. Burger King, Macy's, Gucci. They're easy names. Walmart, Sam's. So y'all got to stop putting these different names or crazy names or all this underscore and this and that. Nobody can find you if you're in business, because on social media, they have to be able to find you. And on your social media handle, speak to people's problem and pain. Nobody cares about you. I mean, Dr. Finch can get on. She has probably 6 degrees. But what if she got on here and said, yeah, I'm very smart. I scored probably 36 on ACT. I have 6 degrees. I have this. The worst thing you can do on social media is talk about yourself. And your handle, they don't care what you've done or whatever. They want to know, what can you do for me? If there's a dentist and he's talking about himself and you got a toothache, your social media handle is a billboard. We're driving down the street and we look up at that billboard and it says, I graduated from Yale University. I'm a dentist and I have all of these degrees. But what if you driving down, you look up there and that other dentist graduated from Meharry and he says in that post, is your tooth aching? Is your jaw swollen? Do you have a headache? Is that tooth keeping you up late at night? I solved that. Call this number. That's what's going to grab your attention, because he's speaking to your problem, your pain. And remember the 3 P's that you want to speak to on social media: people's problem, pain, or pleasure. So think about that. These big commercials, that's what they're marketing to: either pleasure, pain, or problem. So whatever it is that you solve, and stick to that one thing. A lot of us are doing a lot of things, but what are you an expert in? What are you an expert in? That's because that's who makes the money and who makes most of the money. I know we can do a lot of things, but what are you an expert in? What problem do you solve? How is 2 things that we should be doing with these digital online courses or our business period. And I'll never forget, this guy told me that. Number 1, solve people's problems. Or number 2, help other people make money. If you can do that, you'll always make money. And stop doing what you want to do. I mean, people always say, well, find your passion and do this and do that. Well, if you look at a lot of rich people, they did what made them successful. They didn't do what their passion was if you really study them. Now that they got all this money, they doing their passion. Michael Jordan, you know what Michael Jordan wanted to play, don't you? He wanted to play what? Baseball. That's what he loved doing, playing baseball. But he was great at basketball. Now, when he went and tried to play baseball, look what happened. Imagine if he said, well, I'm just going to follow my passion and my dream. I want to become a professional baseball player. Like, that's what the world is putting in your head, all of this noise. But if I follow my passion and what I like doing, I'm not going to be doing anything, not going to make any money at it. So sometimes you want to follow what you're great at. Okay, think about that. You want to follow what you're great at, what you're an expert at, and go ahead and become financially independent and sufficient, and then do whatever it is that you enjoy doing. You know, people say, well, you need to do something that you enjoy doing so much you do for free. Well, what if it don't make you no money? If it don't make money, it don't make sense. Well, I don't want to just do it for the money. Okay, well, try living without money, because I know what it is to have zero. When I got out of federal prison, I didn't have any money. Okay? It's only really one place that you can live on earth without money, and that's prison. They feed you 3 times a day. They house you. They clothe you. Out here in the world, you need money. Even a bum that I saw a sign a dude had. He said, I'm too ugly to be a prostitute. Can you donate? Well, even he needs money. If you don't have money, guess what? You do not eat. So That's what you want to think about first. And a lot of people may get upset when he's talking about money or whatever. Well, try living without it. If you're a Christian person, the Bible talks about money more than anything. It talks about money over 2,000 times. It only talks about faith and prayer 500 times. So Ecclesiastes 10:19, a feast is made from every money answer of all problems. So you want to think about what can you do to solve a person's problem, because if you solve people's problems or help other people make money, do you know what's going to happen? You're going to make money. And if you're selfish, you're not. What if Bill Gates, no, what if Steve Jobs took the iPhone and kept it for himself? Well, I ain't going to show nobody this iPhone. I don't want nobody to be able to have an iPhone. Then he wouldn't be successful. Bill Gates wanted to have a computer on everybody's desktop. Steve Jobs wanted everybody to have an iPhone. So we got to think about things, what people want. And usually what's going to make you successful is usually what you don't want to do. Because right now, each and every one of y'all have people calling you, worrying the snot out of you about doing something. Whatever you're great at, people are going to get on your nerves about that, and you're probably not going to want to do it. But if you charge them, you can monetize and become successful. I mean, it's like if you make good macaroni and cheese or sweet potatoes, whatever it is you're great at, that's what the family always asking you to bring to the cookhouse or the family dinner, because that's what you're good at. If you can cut hair real good or style hair real good, people are going to always call you. Can you give me a haircut? Whatever you're not good at, you don't have to worry about them worrying the heck out of you. And whatever irritates you the most, that's something that you may want to go into. I never forget my mom back in 1989. I kept telling my mom at barber school, because I went to this barber school and there was some old people. They weren't teaching us anything. Every day I would come home complaining about that barber school. Every single day. And you know what my mama said? Well, why don't you get your own barber school? It's like a woman complaining about a daycare center. Okay, why don't you go get a daycare center? Because if they're so terrible over there and they're making money, imagine what you could do. Well, you go to a soul food restaurant and the food don't taste good. Okay, if you can cook so good, why don't you open up a restaurant? Now, we got to get to that too. Just because you're good at something, that don't mean that you'll be a great business person at it. Because just because you can fry chicken real well, doesn't mean you're going to make a lot of money. Because now you got to know about systems. Now, are you going to fry the chicken? No, we're talking about digital. What we're going to do, we're going to record. We're going to turn our iPhone sideways, and we're going to record Dr. Finch cooking this chicken with her grandmamas and cousins, Casey Fries and them, putting that seasoning in there. And then guess what we're going to do? We're going to put it online, and we're going to give them a little snippet, just a little appetizer. And then they're going to click that link, and we're going to have a video with people talking about, this chicken is so good. And then if they want to learn that recipe and learn how to fry that chicken, they're going to click that link. The money's going to go in Dr. Finch's bank account. The computer's going to send them a username and password. Now they have unlimited access to this recipe, instead of Dr. Finch slaving in the kitchen over a hot grill with grease popping up on her all the time. No, she can live the laptop lifestyle, because what she's done, she sold the solution. Am I going to stand in the barbershop all day and cut hair all day or do man weave units? No, I'm going to get somebody to record this from start to finish with my hairline up here, with me looking 20 years younger, and then I'm going to sell that to the barbers all over the world. But I'm going to do posts on social media and give out little free tidbits. Every day, I'm going to be consistent. I may use Schedulegram where it will go out consistently. And all you're doing, you're just warming them up. You're just dating them, because a lot of y'all are walking up to the woman, Dr. Finch, will you marry me? Huh? Probably not.
Really?
You just can't walk up to somebody and say, will you marry me? That's like you putting a product on social media, on your website, telling people to buy your product. No, you got to date them. You got to do the 3 E's: educate, empower, and enlighten them. Meaning, okay, give them something free. If I'm gonna sell my book, the Millionaire Barber Stylist, if I'm gonna sell this book right now, I use ClickFunnels. I give them. I'm gonna give y'all this. First of all, who wants the book? The Millionaire Barber Stylist. A barber or a stylist probably wants that book. How to Retire from Behind the Chair. All right, so I'm gonna do Facebook ads. Who am I gonna target on the ads? Am I gonna target mechanics, preachers? No, I'm gonna target barbers and stylists. Now on Facebook, they collect data, meaning when you fill out your form, your bio and all that, that's what they're doing. So when digital marketers like myself, I'm gonna make this ad pop up only in front of barbers and stylists all over. And I'm gonna give it to them free. But the guru's doing a little trick now. They give it to you free, but you have to pay for shipping and handling. Meaning this book right here, it costs me $3 to print and about $2 and some change to ship it out. So now I got basically, I just say $6 in it. So now if it pops up in front of a barber or stylist, if it's free, 9 times out of 10, it's a numbers game. Some of them gonna buy it, but when they get ready to buy it, it's gonna try to upsell them first, like a tripwire, where they can take a course that's like $49 on how to attract more clientele, because most barbers and stylists want to attract more clients. Well, even if they don't do that, if they just buy the book, they're not buying. The book is free, but you got to pay $9.95 for shipping and handling. $10. I got $6 in it. I still make $4. $4 every time I sell it. But some go do the upsell, but I also have their information, their name and email address. And what are we going to do with their name and email address? We're going to start dating them. We're going to do the 3 E's: educate, empower, and enlighten them. We'll send an email. So, Dr. Finch, what's your biggest frustration in hairstyling or barbering? Fill this out. And once they start telling you their biggest frustration, well, I want more clientele. Well, I want to learn how to do the man weave unit. That's when you start sending them emails on whatever their problem is, because we're paid for our problems to be solved. And all of y'all out there, based on y'all's experience, your God-given, you can create a digital online course. And if you don't know how to create that, I mean, Dr. Finch can help you. I can help you. You can literally turn your cell phone sideways. The man weave unit, I recorded that with the cell phone turned sideways and a ring light. You can buy a ring light from Amazon for $100. I took a course on that. And the man taught us how to record a video like a movie camera. And he taught us to turn the phone sideways. And y'all seen those iPhone commercials where they've shot a full commercial with an iPhone, and it looks like somebody in Hollywood. Now you're asking, well, what about the audio? They got an iRig mic that I think I paid maybe $20 for, and you can be outside with the wind blowing everywhere. And I mean, it sounds like a radio advertisement. So you can hook that to the phone, turn it sideways, put it in the ring light. Now your lighting's good, your mic is good, and the camera's good. So you don't even have to go pay hundreds of dollars for a videographer. You can do it all yourself. And then your advertisement, you can start posting it on social media. Yes, post it on social media. You can use Zoom to upload it to. So you don't even need money to start a digital online course, to start having people to pay you. And you can use Thinkific. Think of it. I mean, Dr. X, she was wanted. I mean, I call her Dr. X. I don't know why, because Dr. X, because I think of that smart person that's on the superheroes. But Dr. Finch, she talks about Thinkific. And you don't even have to have money on that. You can put your course on there and they'll take 10%. So there's no reason for us to not be able to make money online. Even with my weight loss company, I mean, that's one of the biggest industries in the world. And I tell y'all about that. I I did like 226,000 in like 8 or 9 months from my Instagram account, a free Instagram account, and a cell phone. Now, what I did use some apps that I know about on Shopify. And what I did, Natural Body Now. And then I named one two four Natural Body Now 10 on Instagram. No, Natural Body Now on Instagram and 247 Lose Weight on Instagram. All I did was repost. I started reposting women before and after pictures that had lost weight. And I targeted Afro American women because nobody was really targeting them. And I reposted food, menus, just all of it. I did that for months just to build up the audience. I didn't ask for any money, wasn't asking for nothing. All I was doing was reposting that. Then I also hired a VA overseas, and I was paying them like $3 an hour or something. And they would go to different pages and just repost a ton of content. I'd wake up one morning and it'd be just 100 posts of different foods, different menus, just a lot of stuff. Well, once I got my audience built up, then I contacted a wholesale company, a white label company that does natural herbs. And I contacted my friend Cherokee. She's a natural herbalist. And I asked her, can you create a herb for me? But I went and asked women, I said, what are some of your biggest problems in health and weight loss? And a lot of them said, well, they don't go to the bathroom a lot. So then some of them said they wanted energy. So I asked Cherokee what was solved that, and she told me. And I just put a picture of a bottle. I went on Fiverr, and I had them to make a label on the bottle with the name that I came up with. And I Googled on Amazon and Googled some of the top weight loss products like a cleanse and a trim. And what I noticed was the bottles were green and orange, green, orange, and white. Do you know why those bottles were green, orange, and white? Well, I guess the green signified health or whatever. Orange, maybe energy. White, maybe cleanse or whatever. But I didn't even have to think about it. I made my bottles green, orange, and white. I had my name. I bought a domain name. And that's another thing. You want your domain name to match your Instagram name. That's a big mistake that people make. I own about 300 domain names that match people's Instagram name. And I rent the domain names. Like, I am Kevin Gates. He has maybe a few million followers. Well, I own IamKevinGates.com. Lil Boosie's domain, his Instagram name, I own his. Cardi B's boyfriend, off Saturn, YRN, I own that domain name. So I rent those domain names to different companies. They did not buy their domain names to match their Instagram name. If you're on Instagram and you got 1 million followers, 500,000, 50,000, whatever, you need to own your domain name. MillionaireBarber is my Instagram name. I own the domain name MillionaireBarber. So for years, I took the top barbers and stylists Instagram names, bought the domain names. And when people click, so imagine your Instagram name is Dr. Finch, and she has 10,000 or 50,000 followers, and they're barbers and stylists. What if she doesn't own drfinch.com? Well, I will buy drfinch.com, and when people go in, see, if people follow you on Instagram that name, sometimes they Google that name and type that .com name in. I have it pointing to millionairebarber.com. So then they will discover my book and a lot of other barber and hairstyling stuff. So I had all these names pointing to my page. So that's another secret that I'm sharing with y'all. Dr. Finch, you got questions, or you just want me to continue on, or what?
Yes, I have a few questions for you, Mr. Uchendi. Thank you so much. Now, I know that he dropped so many nuggets in there, and I know that you caught them all. Y'all needed pen and paper for that. I mean, y'all really did, because it was great. Now, this is the deal, Mr. Uchendi. Why should they come to the Social Power Summit to hear your biz talk?
Well, there's only two reasons why they should come. Number one, if they want more customers. Number two, if they want to sell more products and services, whatever they have. Every entrepreneur, there are two components. Every entrepreneur, no matter who you are in the world, wants more customers or want to sell more products and services. Now, with Instagram, Instagram has a 57% higher engagement rate than Facebook, 126% more than Twitter. So I want to be dropping a lot of knowledge on how to do that. And it's free traffic on Instagram. I mean, that's free advertisement on how to work that. So if you have any type of business, you definitely need Instagram. And I'm going to share a little Facebook stuff too. But at this summit that you have, the Social Power Summit, it's going to be a lot of people there talking about present, future, and next level stuff. If you are an entrepreneur, employee that you want your own business, it is a must that you attend this conference, because if not, you're going to be like Blockbuster. You saw what Netflix did to Blockbuster. You saw what Uber did to the taxi driver. You saw what Airbnb has done to the hotels. And a regular person like you and I, by coming to this conference, it will give you the leverage, the knowledge to take your business to the next level. And with a digital online course, every single day, when you have a website and an online course, every single day, 86,400 seconds, 1,440 minutes a day, 24 hours a day, you have the opportunity to make $1 million. If my course is $1,000, if 1,000 barbers and stylists went online today and bought my course, I could make $1 million in one day, like Russell Brunson and a lot of other people have done. At least you would have the opportunity. If one person buy my course today, that's $500 or $1,000. And the thing about that, when you come to this conference, you're going to learn about all this stuff. Work one time, get paid forever. So why would you not attend this conference? Even if you're not a tech person, you need to attend this conference if you're an entrepreneur, a business owner, if you intend on being a business owner. I mean, everybody's on Facebook. My mama's 74 years old. Even she's on Facebook and she got an Instagram account. There are 850 million people on Instagram, over 1 billion on Facebook. So this is a conference that you must attend. And if you're Afro-American, it's imperative that you attend this conference, because every time I attend these conferences, there's not many of us there. And usually these conferences cost over $1,000. How much is your conference, Dr. Finch? Tell them.
VIP is $199.
You giving away tickets, $199 for this type of information. I mean, an Instagram course is like $2,000, $2,000 to learn how to do Facebook ads. There are companies charging $8,000 and $10,000 a month to run Facebook ads. So this information is like next level. And I know the people on here will be, the people that's supposed to be there, they're going to be there. This conference, I can't wait. I mean, I'm waiting to this countdown to September 14th and 15th, because this is like a Steve Jobs, Mark Zuckerberg conference, where you're going to be learning some stuff. You better literally start a business from this. Run a business from your cell phone. You don't have to worry about no rent, light bill, water bill, the insurance. You don't have to worry about people getting on your nerves. This right here is, you're going to learn how to run that from your business. Other questions?
Well, now they know why they should come. Tell them how to get in touch with you and what you are going to be bringing to the conference. You know, what that special something is that they should be looking for, that they can only get at the conference.
Well, I'm going to share my exact steps on how I took a free Instagram account and a cell phone and made six figures, high six figures, easily. I'm going to share stuff that has taken me years to learn and thousands of dollars because I had to pay for this information. Yeah, I had to pay a lot for this information. So it's almost like, um, let's see, people always say the more you learn, the more you earn. What if we're going to California and you've never heard of an airplane? It's going to take you a long time to get to California. So we're going to be talking about the airplanes, the stuff that's going to get you there the quickest. And in this world, you don't have to be smart anymore. You don't have to work hard. It's not about working hard. No, it's about working smart. You can work your brains out. It doesn't mean anything. It's like you go a gerbil on a treadmill. So it's very important that y'all come because I'm going to share these Instagram secrets, and I'm also going to give you a bonus. I'm going to give you the exact apps that I use for Instagram, and I'm going to give you the exact apps that I used on my Shopify website to do over 226,000 in 8 months on autopilot. I'm going to tell you the exact apps. There are over 1,000 apps on Shopify. Now, I saw the blueprint. I've seen the blueprint of Shopify websites, the back office of Shopify websites that do $1 million all the way up to over $50 million. I've seen the back office and I know the exact apps. And some of these apps are free. Some of them cost $6. The most expensive one is $67 a month. So you got to have the right tools if you're going to get in the game. It's like if we're in a race. What if we're in a race and we both, and you're in a souped up Corvette? What if, let's see, Daryl Waltrip or Daryl Earnhardt or whatever win a race, NASCAR race? They're the greatest drivers probably in the world. What if they are in a Toyota Camry, just a regular Toyota Camry? I'm not a race car driver, don't have any experience, but I'm in a souped up Corvette. Although they have more experience, better skills, I'm going to win the race. You know why? I got the better tools. I have the correct tools. So I'm going to share those apps and tools where you can run a six-figure business for less than $100 a month. I mean, I had a barber school and my bills, I might do $1 million, at the barber school, but heck, I might have 950,000 in bills by the time I paid the rent, light bill, water bill, phone bill, insurance, taxes, employee bills, the auditors, the supplies, all that stuff. That ate up all my profit. But online, you don't have to worry about that. And you got freedom. I don't care how much money you make, how much time do you have. You don't see, if you look at my wrist, notice you don't see a suntan from wearing a watch, do you? I don't have to wear a watch no more. That's the greatest thing, my freedom. My mama's upstairs right now. She just had a total shoulder replacement. Every few hours, I had to go up there and check on her, get her food, unhook this machine, put this ice in it, and hook it back up, help her go to the bathroom, help her back. Nothing can beat. If I had a job, I could not do that. She's 74 years old. The time, the freedom that I have to do that, that's what this conference is about. It's not all about money. It's about freedom, being able to take care of your mama, being able to, if they get sick, you can be there for them. I don't have to have a nurse to be here 24/7. She can just call me and I run right upstairs. And matter of fact, the freedom to do this, Dr. Finch, I know we got people on here, so what I just told you all, I'm going to actually show you. And this right here, do y'all see this? Everybody should want to come to the conference. Everybody. Y'all show Right. Shoulder replacement. Right there. You can look at her shoulder. Right there. So now what I can do, I can get her food, do all that. But if I had a job, I couldn't do that. So that's what the conference is about. The conference is about getting your freedom back, your time. And that's what Dr. Finch is bringing to this conference. Any questions?
Wow. Wow, Uchendi. That was awesome. And now you have to let them know once you come back on the screen.
I'm coming back on the screen. I'm back on.
You have to let them know how they can find you. And
well, you all can find me at MillionaireBarber.com. That's simple, MillionaireBarber.com. And that's on all my handles. If you go on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, MillionaireBarber.com. Now, for y'all that want to get a unit, y'all can go to Man Weave Unit. But it's about it's MillionaireBarber.com. And if they need consultations, I do consultations. Basically, you're gonna learn a whole lot in that consultation while I look at your whole social media, Instagram, Facebook, all of that.
all right, so y'all heard it here. Uchendi Nwani, better known as the Millionaire Barber, has dropped some huge nuggets. I would suggest you go back and see this in totality because, oh my goodness, he dropped so many and they were just so smooth. He was so smooth with it. He just told it in a story. But you have to learn how to dig those diamonds out of the dirt. That is the point of it being a diamond. It's not easy to get, but once you get it, it's priceless. So go through this recording and see this. And better yet, be at the Social Power Summit September 14th and 15th. And you will see Mr. Uchendi Nwani right there. Ask him your questions, get this knowledge, and better yet, connect with him. Connect with him. He showed you right there. Things don't have to be sleazy, slimy or salesy in order for you to make sure that your audience is captivated and your audience is, yes, there it is, the Social Power Summit. Love it. So y'all should be on this page right here. Y'all should be on this page right here. And y'all should post out there, put that hashtag Social Power Summit and talk about this interview and share this interview out because I know y'all have some friends that need this interview. I know you do. Yes, socialpowersummit.com. So, any closing words, Mr. Uchendi Nwani?
Yeah, who is that pretty lady right there?
Thank
you. That's it. I see y'all at the Social Power Summit because I'm gonna give y'all thousands of dollars worth of information. The ticket's only $199, but I'm gonna give y'all probably $50,000 worth of information. Stuff that I've spent over $50,000 for. I'm gonna give it to you.
Now, see, that's just VIP. Now, if you can only come for one day, that's $99. And if you come on the 14th, the $99 includes my birthday party. So not only will y'all get to hear Uchendi on the 14th, but you also get to come party with me. So that is an extra bonus. And then, of course, if you want both days without lunch and all that good stuff, then you can get it for $149. But, why not go VIP? Y'all are meant to do it. Y'all meant to get your meals, your goodie bags, all that good stuff. Get to meet and sit and lunch with all the speakers. Get to communicate and talk to them. Get a little networking on. Isn't that worth extra $50? I'm just saying. So go to Social Power Summit and get your ticket, and then also go down and get your room so you can get it all in one shop stop. Yes. So we want you here at Social Power Summit so y'all can get this knowledge. He is going to give you his blueprint on how he made $250,000 on a free Instagram page and a cell phone. If that's not worth you coming to the Social Power Summit, I don't know what is. I just don't know what is. So thank you so much, Uchendi, for being a part of the Social Power Summit and for being a part of this speaker's interview series. We look forward to all the great things you're doing. I want everybody to go over and give a like and a share to Millionaire Barber on Facebook and Instagram especially, and connect with Mr. Uchendi Nwani. So until next time, bye.
See you later.